Hello again. We're looking at problem number 2 in lesson 8.4 of your Geometry Part 2 textbook. And again, we're talking about angles of elevation and depression. Now, this particular problem is combining not only the concept of elevation and depression angles, but also it's going to involve some of the trig that you've learned in previous sections of this chapter. So it says, suppose that you want to suppose you stand 53 feet away from a windmill turbine. Your angle of elevation to the hub of the turbine, which is where it turns, or the top of it, is 56.5 degrees. Your eye level is 5.5 feet above the ground. So approximately how tall is the turbine from the ground to the hub? Now, the first thing we've got to do is you can see over here to your right that we've created a right triangle in this particular picture. Now, because we know this particular angle here, we're looking for the height or how tall it is, and we know that we're 53 away. This is considered to be opposite, and this is considered to be adjacent. So if you can see here, they're setting up the proportion or the trigonometric proportion as the tangent of 56.5 is opposite over adjacent, which is x over 53 in this case. Now, if you want to find out what x is, you're simply going to take 53, cross-multiply it by the tangent of 56.5, and again, load that into your calculator, and what's going to end up happening is you're going to end up with 80.07426526, and then so we're saying pretty much it's approximately 80. Now, the problem is that he's already 5.5 feet. So from here on down to here is 5.5 feet. So the total length means that you're going to have to add the 80 and the 5.5 together to get the total height of the turbine, which happens to be 85.5. I do want to stress to you, anytime that you're using trig problems with your calculator, make sure that you go into the mode and make sure that you're in degree mode. There are other modes involved that we deal with in math, but if you're going to do trig, you need to be in degree mode. All right. Now, look at number 2. You sight a rock climber on a cliff at 32-degree angle of elevation. Your eye level is 6 feet above the ground, and you are 1,000 feet from the base of the cliff. What is the approximate height of the rock climber from the ground? Now, they've drawn you a picture. You're down here at eye level. The climber's up here on the mountain. You're looking at an angle of 32 degrees, but you're standing 1,000 feet from the mountain itself. So again, if we're trying to find out how high that particular climber is, we're looking for x. I'll put x on the height. Well, again, because that's opposite over adjacent, then we're going to use tangent. So we're going to set this up by saying the tangent of 32 degrees is going to be x over 1,000. So if we, again, x is simply going to be 1,000 times the tangent of 32, and again, I'll need to check it, make sure you're in degree mode before you do this. And what you find out is that the answer is approximately 624.87, or sometimes you could just say, okay, it's close enough to 625 feet high is where the climber is. Okay, hope this was helpful.